I'm kind of ashamed to say, I was one of those Guitar Hero kids. And yeah, just one day after playing Guitar Hero, I was like, oh, I could like do the real thing. And I got out the guitar and I started messing with the tuning pegs. And it's the high E string just like snapped in the face. Cause I was like, oh, that's how you make music. You just like start tuning it. But shortly afterwards, I'm like, all right, let's give it a go. You know, try some of the videos and whatnot. And then something just clicked. And you know, I started like listening to the radio and I was like, oh, they're using guitars there. That sounds really good. So yeah, I just kind of picked it up and really fell deep into the pit of it, where I was playing 3 to 5 hours every day. Weekends were like 5 to 8 hours. And yeah, I just kind of became obsessed. So. The kids I work with are very creative, and then what's great is so they get the classical education that I had, and so I kind of brainwash them with it too, whether they like it or not. And so they'll kind of bring in, especially with the kids jam, they'll bring in ideas, and sometimes it'll even be just like a little riff of like da na 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 na, and you just get like this little slew of notes. And then there's so much you can do with that. And so all you really need is a key and a tempo. And then you can go from there. Improvisation is really important for me. And so really with, you take a little line and you stack some harmonies with it, and then you give yourself a lot of space and you can do anything.
Everyone's so diverse that like, even though like we don't have the same taste in music, we all have to like work together in order to make something.
He is very thorough, so he explains everything. So he's a really good teacher.
He's very understanding, very flexible.
He's really interactive. He's probably the best guitar player I know.
Is there anything about Max that you admire?
I'd say probably how comfortable he is on stage, because if I'm being completely honest, I tend to get really nervous. So I can really admire someone who's like really confident on stage, and they're really chill and they go with the flow and that kind of thing.
He just knows who he is, and that's it.
Well, he is so patient, and he just is like, can you play this and harmonize with this person? And the way he teaches is just, it makes Kids Jam what it is, and it's awesome.
These kids, they really do inspire me. Usually if one of my students does something really interesting, then I will compose a piece using it. Yeah, so I compose all the time in pretty much any kind of style. I don't really like to stick to, like I'm a country guy or I'm a classical guy or a jazzer. They're all good, so do everything. So that's kind of what I like to do. Different struggles that especially young musicians will fall into. They think they have to do it a specific way. They see Jimi Hendrix, or they'll see I don't know, Bob Dylan. I'm completely outdated. But especially they'll hear something on the radio or they'll see something on YouTube and they'll think, this is what I have to do. And it's not true. And you're never going to be able to please everyone. But what you can do is make music that you enjoy and that you care about. And especially if you're in a band, make music that your band cares about.